for making the journey out here today.
Absolutely, our pleasure.
Wonderful.
Lovely to see you again.
Jay Smita,
Hi.
First Meridian.
Yes, I remember that. It's very nice to have you here. Thank you for both for coming out here so of course. You're going to give me a hug.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you, David.
This is Mr. Veeresh.
From the
Very nice. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I'm Roger George, Chief Operating Officer. Welcome to Shanghai. I'm good. Thank you for coming. Special occasion and made more special for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this I will take.
That's what we for the 2012 years ago.
Oh,
Just to kind of how we were invited.
That's fine. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Hina Nair is our vice president.
It is.
And Jay Smita.
Been here so many times. At least 5, 6 times. I do remember seeing you.
Thank you for coming.
I'm going to make you like an honorary, like something of an alumni. Class of 2045.
I've heard about you.
But I know that.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah, no, it's perfectly all right. Perfectly all right.
They grew up together, like siblings. Oh, that's a nice drive, but not of Bangalore. With Amit. Shanti. You're like
Good morning. I'm Nitin Madesh from the 10th grade and I'm honored to be your host for today's ceremony. Before we begin, I would like to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests, volunteers, staff and the families of the graduating class and everyone present here. Today marks a significant milestone in the history of Shanti Bhavan. We have completed another remarkable academic year. There is much to celebrate and look forward to. We now commence the ceremony with the lighting of the lamp.
I invite Mr. Vivek Khemka, Vice President of Finance at Harman International, Mr. Naveen Shukla, Board Member at ExxonMobil Services and Technology, Mr. Viresh S. Rao, an HR Manager at GERB India, Mr. Hubert Rather, a co-founder of the Shue Project, Shanti Bhavan, Germany, and former Managing Director of EFD Induction Group, Ms. Jasmita Dev, Senior Manager of HR at First Meridian Business Services, Mrs. George, and Dr. George to please come up on stage to light the lamp.
Now I invite Mr. Ajit George, the Chief Operating Officer, to welcome our guests.
Good morning, everyone. It is my great honor to welcome you to Shantigaban on this special occasion. To the families, volunteers, teachers, staff, and supporters here with us today, thank you. Your presence here today affirms that our community is not defined by geography, but by love, commitment, and shared purpose. Each year, we gather to mark a passage from student to graduate as they move from one chapter of life to another. We witness a transformation that speaks not only to academic achievement, but to moral ambition. In his recent book, entitled Moral Ambition, Rutger Bregman writes, "The greatest waste of our time is the waste of talent." At Shantigaban, we have built our mission around this very idea. We refuse to let date of birth dictate potential. We refuse to let brilliance go undiscovered or courage go unsupported. And we refuse to accept a world where talent is lost because the world does not know where or how to look for it. Moral ambition is the aspiration to live a life of integrity and public good, even in the face of competing values and personal cost. At Shantigaban, we don't merely teach young people to succeed. We ask them to be stewards of change. We ask them to be brave enough to pursue lives of consequence. As Bregman writes, "You don't do good things because you are a good person. You become a good person by doing good things." It is a conscious choice to use your gifts in the service of others. And so at Shantigaban, we've ensured that the education of our graduating class has not been about acquiring knowledge alone. It has been about cultivating character. Here, excellence is inseparable from empathy. Here, leadership means service. Here, success is not defined by personal gain, but by what one gives back to the world. I have watched this class grow. They are smart and funny, artistic and athletic, and certainly driven. But more importantly, they are young men and women of conviction. And that is what we celebrate today. To the graduates, you stand at a threshold, carrying with you not just the hopes of your families or this school, but the possibility of a more just and compassionate world. And I want to be clear, Shantigaban has never asked you to be perfect, but we do ask that you be purposeful and live with meaning. There will be times when the road is unclear and obstacles insurmountable. The world is full of noise that will lure you, the pursuit of status, wealth, and recognition. In those moments, remember what Shantigaban has taught you. You are never alone. Shantigaban lives in your heart. Let this place be your moral compass. Let your moral ambition, your commitment to something larger than yourself, guide you. You are now Shantigaban graduates, among the very few in the world who can claim that. Make it mean something in the life that you lead. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and most of all, we love you. Thank you.
Next we have Ms. Beena Nair, the Vice Principal of Shantigaban, to share her thoughts.
Good morning, honored guests, parents and families of the graduating class, and friends of Shanti Bhavan. We recognize the honored guests, friends, volunteers, and supporters who have joined us. We are very happy to have all of you with us today, and thank you for celebrating this joyous day with us. Now, let me address the graduating class of 2025. Your parents entrusted you with us 14 years ago and have vested their hopes and dreams in you. We took this responsibility seriously. We are proud of you now, you being the confident young men and women. Over the years, I've been a part of your life with so many others. Here is my final advice for you as you leave. You are going into a world that may not always understand the obstacles that you have overcome. You have proved that given a chance, goodness and success can come from anywhere. Most importantly, do not forget that as you rise, you must lift others up. I say goodbye to you with a heavy heart, but feel happy that we have done all we can to shape you. Today is the first day of the rest of your lives, and I know that once you leave, you will continue practicing the values of perseverance, humility, and hard work. You must carry with you the hopes of a community and the power to redefine what's possible. Keep working, keep believing, keep walking forward. With love and prayers in our heart, we send you to the world outside. We wish you the very best for your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Beena. Now I welcome Ms. Julia, a member of the UK chapter board, to come up on stage to say a few words.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and what a fantastic day to celebrate the Shanti Bhavan class of 2025. My name is Julia, and I have the immense pleasure of serving on the board of the Shanti Bhavan UK chapter, together with our brilliant Vice Chair, Ms. Alexis Golden, who is here with us today. Firstly, I'd like to thank Dr. George and the George family and the whole Shanti Bhavan family for their wonderful hospitality over the past few days, and for giving me the honor to share a few words with you all today. My academic and professional experience has taken me across the world, from Italy, as you may notice from my accent, which the kids continue to remind me of, to China, India, and finally the UK. But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that one day I'd be standing here, addressing such an extraordinary group of people in the small village of Valigarapalli, celebrating what I consider to be one of the most transformational projects out there. So you may wonder how I ended up here. Back in 2019, during what I thought would be a casual Netflix browsing session, I stumbled upon a documentary shot at a school in India. The name, you all know it, Daughters of Destiny. It caught my eye because India holds a special place in my heart. My husband Alok is from Madhya Pradesh. We spend a lot of time here. And in fact, I consider India my second home. After watching the documentary, something changed in me. There was something unbelievably special about the school, its mission, the story of its founder. It is really difficult to pinpoint, but three things spring to mind. One, the fearless desire to change established unjust systems. Two, the commitment to doing so with profound dignity, which is key. And 3, the courage to make this change permanent. I found myself often rewatching the documentary because seeing the story of Shanti Bhavan gave me hope that somewhere someone was looking after those affected by unexplainable justice and making it right. I was humbled and continue to be by Dr. George's vision and his incredible courage to make it a reality. One day, once settled in London, an email hit my inbox, an invitation from Mr. Jay Singadia, who's not here with us today, to join the Shanti Bhavan UK chapter, which he had just set up. I didn't hesitate for a second. I never visited the school, but I immediately reached out, wanting to help make the UK chapter a success. From then on, I took on the role of trustee for the chapter and now spend all the time I possibly can together with Miss Alexis, trying to explain the magic of this place to the people who have means to sustain it. Since our inception as a chapter, we have achieved a lot, and I've been thrilled to witness the incredible growth of Shanti Bhavan globally, with multiple chapters now thriving in the US, Canada, and Australia. This organization is expanding before our very eyes, but none of this will be possible without the most important part, the stories we tell. Your stories, class of 2025. And to you, I'd like to say, take a moment to look around, take in the scale of this audience, the number of people gathered here to celebrate you. Now multiply that 3, 4, even 10-fold, and you will begin to understand the magnitude of the lives that you will touch in the years to come. The ripple effect that you can, and I'm sure will achieve, is immeasurable. And if you'll ever come to London, just know that myself, Miss Alexis, and Mr. J are there to support you and to teach you how to drink tea the English way, which is very important. And to Dr. George, Ajit, Miss Mariam, the staff, the US team, and all the volunteers, you must have heard this thousands of times, but let me say once again that what you have here is something truly extraordinary. Please know that across oceans and across time zones, you have allies who stand with you. A global movement who is here not just in spirit, but in action for Shanti Bhavan.
Thank you, Ms. Julia. Now, we invite Mr. Vivek Khemka, Senior Vice President of Finance at Harman International, to come up on stage to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. It's always a pleasure to be at Shanti Bhavan. I still remember back in 2015, when probably I was here for the first time, and I was talking to the graduating batch today. Many of you would have been small kids, and it's a pleasure to see you today graduating. So we are all here to celebrate you. We have always been here to celebrate you and continue to be a part of your success. So congratulations to you, congratulations to your family, congratulations to the faculty, congratulations to the teachers, and I'm so pleased to see Ms. Shanti, Dr. George, Ajit, everyone, and it brings back a smile every time I come back here. So thank you for making us part of your family. I still remember when I was talking to Dr. George, still remember day one when I visited Shanti Bhavan for the first time. I was here at the assembly, right this place, and what blew me off was the young kids here, talking about what's happening in North Korea or in Germany or in various parts of the globe. That blew me off. I think I was also admitted to Shanti Bhavan that day, and I've been always, my heart has always been with Shanti Bhavan ever since then. So I cherish my association with Shanti Bhavan, back those days, and it's been an incredible decade of looking at these wonderful kids, passing over year. So congratulations. To the families, I'm not sure if my message is getting conveyed to you, in your language, but I'm sure the kids will take it to you. But it's an incredible moment. I think it's a life-changing event, not just for the kids, but for the families as well. These kids are now at the edge of having a new beginning. I'm using the word edge. Kids, so you are taking off. I think you're going to come out of the comfort zone, such a wonderful campus, start a very difficult life. Life is not easy. What Shanti Bhavan has given you is the confidence, the superpower, right? So you have now crossed the bridge. I would say many of you guys would have thought the bridge to be too long, too hard, too difficult, impossible at times. But I think what Shanti Bhavan has given you the courage to cross the bridge. I think now you have the success, and the success is clearly measured with the resilience that you have developed over the years, the dedication and the hard work that you have shown here. Many times when you go into the world, I think you will feel challenged. Your wings will be clipped again. But I think you now become superheroes at heart. As Ajit was talking about, you're carrying Shanti Bhavan at heart. I think you now become superheroes. And I think that will help you do the very best in your careers wherever you are. So I think you should absolutely carry Shanti Bhavan in your hearts wherever you go and excel in your careers. So as next steps, I think you will be taking your new careers. Some of you would start building blocks of your home. When I say home, not literally a home, but yeah, building the blocks. I think while you're building the blocks, and I think we heard ma'am speaking as well, I think you should always extend your support, when you are able to build your home as well, right? I think that's what you should carry from Shanti Bhavan as well. To the aspiring kids, I think it's an incredible place. Every time I come here, I always want to come back again. In fact, this time I was thinking I should stay here, with you guys and spend an evening together and enjoy this place absolutely. So every time I carry back cherished memories from here. So to these kids, I think you are privileged. Never consider whatever background you came from. I think that's behind you. I think you were blessed enough to be part of this journey. Take this platform, excel in life. I think life is limitless. I think while we were coming to this place, we were also talking about aspirants, thinking about abroad. I was telling these aspirant students, India is an exciting place. I don't see, you cannot get what you get in abroad as well, right? So people who don't land there, don't get disheartened. I personally believe, and I've never been a big fan of, studying somewhere else. I think our country is great, and people who stay back here, I think they'll do wonders here itself. Over the last 2 decades, we have seen our economy quadrupling. We are heading towards a super economy. Dr. George was talking about transition and succession. I think eventually each one of us will have a succession. I think there is immense opportunity in our country. We will be looking at this next generation who will take the baton and be the flag bearer of the country as we move forward. So pretty excited to see everyone graduating, make your careers. I think carry your values at heart. Always be humble. I think being humble is probably is something which you don't see these days. I think when people ask me what should the next generation be looking at, I don't think curriculum is important. I think non-curriculum is more important. right? So I think Jack Ma also once mentioned that the softer skills is going to be what need to be taught to kids and not what we make you study in the mainstream, right? So I think stay grounded. In closing, there are two very close things which stays to my heart, sharing with you as well and with the extended Shanti Bhavan kids as well. I think follow excellence, success will follow you, right? So never try to follow success. I think just do your best. Success will eventually follow you, right? So that's number one. I think number two is a very important quote which is very close to my heart, and I always, in times of difficulties, I try to speak with myself, which is, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you are right. So never go with a you can't attitude. Carry always a you can attitude. I think if you go with that, there is nothing which will stop you. With that, congratulations once again. We are here to celebrate you and your family. Very pleased to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Khemka. Now, we invite Mr. Naveen Shukla, board member at ExxonMobil, to come up on stage and say a few words.
All right. Good morning, Dr. George, Mariam, Ajit, distinguished guests, parents of all the passing out class, all the fellow students sitting here of Shanti Bhavan, and the heroes of today, the passing out class. Very welcome to all of you. I don't know how one can stand here and inspire this class when you already yourself feel quite inspired and in awe of this class and this school. So it'll be a tough one for me to do that. I don't have a piece of paper with me. I'm a big one on storytelling, so I'm going to tell you a little story and a message which comes out of that, which hopefully will inspire you for the rest of your life. So this story comes from one of our epics in India called the Mahabharata. A lot of you would know Mahabharata, and it is the story of the 5 brothers, the Pandavas. The eldest of them is a character called Yudhishthira. So there's this particular point of time when Narada had a question and he goes to Lord Vishnu and he asks Lord Vishnu this question that Yudhishthira is the eldest of the brothers amongst this royal family. Why is he not called the Danveer Yudhishthira, the person who gives? And why is Karan, the son of Kunti, called the Danveer Karan? Now Lord Vishnu knew the answer to that, but said, I'm not going to give you the answer, but let's do a small experiment and you learn from that experiment why Karna is called the Danveer Karan. And so both of them dress up in disguise as men to dance, poor people, and they go to Yudhishthira first. When they go there, they give Yudhishthira a story and they say that our father has died, we are from a Brahmin family. My father's last wish was that he be cremated on a pyre of sandalwood, and say, Lord Karna, we need your help, and they give him the same story about wanting sandalwood for the pyre. Karna again asked the people around him, the soldiers, to go and look for dry sandalwood which could be used in this situation. And all the soldiers came back after a while and said, because of monsoon, we haven't been able to find dry sandalwood for the funeral. Now Karna turned around, thought about it for a while, and he told his soldiers, go to the palace and take out from a particular wing all the windows, because they are made out of sandalwood, and please break them up and give them to these two men so that they can cremate their father. So what's the story out of this? The first story out of this is, why was Karna called Danvi Karan, the giving Karan? Because he could, even in situations where you could not find solutions, you could not find a way out, find solutions, right? So this is my message to this class of Passing Out 2025. You're going out into a world where there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot is changing. The technological changes that are happening now compared to many of your predecessors till a few years back is very, very rapid. You need to be agile, you need to be fast-thinking, and you need to be finding solutions. Now I have another small story, and this is really in the spirit of who you are going to compete with in this world. Right? So there was this famous coach who used to coach sprint runners in the university. And he had this young new girl come up, short girl, did not have the advantage of height, who joined his sprint team. And he trained her for about 3-4 months. The girl became good. The day came when she was supposed to run her first race. And she ran her first race with all the other people who were learning under this coach. To her surprise, she came last in this race. She was very disappointed. She went to the coach and said, "Coach, I'm very disappointed in myself and the fact that I have not lived up to my promise that I will do very well under you." And the coach said, "Don't worry, I don't think there's anything wrong, irrespective of the fact that you came last in this race. So far, every time you've run a 100-meter race, you never ran the race less than 14 seconds. And this is the first time, even though you came last, that you ran the race in under 14 seconds. So you've really beaten yourself, and this is your best ever performance." So as you go out of this place called Shanti Bhavan, your home, your school, where your friends, your brothers, your sisters are, into a world where I spoke about the uncertainty that exists. Make sure you are competing outside, but you're also competing with yourself. Every day, you need to work towards making yourself a better person, a better yourself. Now you have this phrase mentioned, mountains to cross. Just behind me, you will have a lot of mountains to cross as you move from here, as many of you, as I look at it, aspire to appear for SAT and look for admissions in the best universities around the whole world, where you'll be challenged by the best students from around the whole world, not just India. So as you go to whichever college you aspire to get into, whichever university you aspire to get into, think about one motto which I've always told my two children. I have a son who's class 12 and passing out this year from a different school, and I've always told my daughter and my son this particular quote from Zig Ziglar. And it goes: good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good becomes better and your better becomes best. All the best, class of 2025. I hope our paths cross and some of you come and work for us at Exxon Mobil some point of time. Thank you so much.
Mr. Hubert Riller, a co-founder of the Schule-Projekt Shanti Germany and former managing director of EFD Induction Group, to come up on stage and say a few words.
Good morning. My name is Hubert. I think I come here, I have forgotten how many years, I think the last 20 years somehow. And even so, this day is not about me. I start with a personal remark. Anytime I came here, I left as a very happy person. This place is radiating happiness because of the students, the teachers, the staff, the founder, Dr. George, Ajit, his wife. Everybody contributes to something which is very unique. I feel knowledge is very important. You can learn things at many places. But this kind of happiness you will find not many places which are able to radiate this. And this I find very special about Shanti Bhavan. Whenever I was here, I recognized how small my sorrows are. I forgot immediately the whole nonsense you face sometimes in the daily life, and it just vanished. And that triggers a lot of thought processes, which makes at the end you a more happy person. I will also tell a little story about the spirit of the students of Shanti Bhavan. What I like about you young people is, first of all, as I mentioned, you radiate happiness, which is a beautiful feeling. But you are also smart young people, and you are polite, but you are not shy. So this morning I had the pleasure to meet the gentleman from the company Görg, which is a medium business from Germany. And they make a product which you consider as old-fashioned. They make springs since 200 years. But they make very special springs to make buildings earthquake-proof. They make springs to hold huge generators in power plants and so on. So I don't know when it was. Sometimes you lose a little the timeline when you get older. But maybe 12, 15 years ago, the managing director came and his chief designer here to Shanti Bhavan. And I still remember it was in the library in the back, and he presented the products of the company Springs. And then one of your young fellows said, sorry there, but this is a totally outdated technology what we are using. And he had an argument for it, and then I got a little scared and said, hopefully this visit is not running out of control and we will lose a good donor. But the opposite happened. The chief engineer said, you are absolutely right. We should use hydraulic. That is technology in many areas, maybe the advanced product. But he said, listen, if you have an earthquake and this building is on our springs, you will not have power. And if you don't have power, the hydraulic will not work. And then we had a very lively discussion, 1.5 hours, and it's wonderful to see that the company Görg is supporting Shanti Bhavan ever since. Every year with a good donation. So this was one of the backgrounds. It's really, in my opinion, an interesting story. And the children of Shanti Bhavan made this story, not we. They convinced him that this is a worthwhile thing. A few words, very short, about the German community. We didn't do much the last years due to Corona, and then some connections broke a little bit. But I can tell you it's now clear that we start the football tournament again. And any visitor who comes, you can see the trophies. The junior tournament was often won by Shanti Bhavan. That is the side effect of all this. Then we had the Christmas party, which was again last year in a different framework. We could not invite you. That will also change again. So I'm looking forward that this link we had since a very long time gets re-energized, and based on that we will also bring new companies to cooperate with Shanti Bhavan. Not just in terms of money, but in terms of exchange of ideas, of inspiration, whatever you can think of. At the end, one small remark about my own country, Germany. As you all know, I'm not a very nationalistic person, and I love to be in India since 35 years. So I'm a pretty universal person, but I just wanted to tell you that Germany has liberalized the immigration like no other country in the world. So if you need a visa to Germany, if you want to study in Germany, if you want to work in Germany, you need a certificate and you need a proof of basic German language, that is from the Max Müller-Barren B1 or B2, then you can get a visa for Germany and work there. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not advertising Germany. Of course I do that also, as you can see. But it's not that I say you should study somewhere else because you don't find a good university in India or you should not work in India. That is not the case. But I learned in my life to have international contacts will contribute, that you learn different cultures, different religions, and you develop a deep respect for all this. That is actually what makes traveling exciting, what makes it exciting to work at different places. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to say a few sentences, and I'm looking forward to work together in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. Now, I invite Mr. Varesh S. Rao, an HR manager at Urban India, to come up on stage and say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Robert, for a nice introduction about our company. Thank you so much. I am not a good orator, so what is there in my mind written on a piece of paper, please excuse. Good morning, Dr. George and Mrs. George, for this nice 20 acres of land which you have developed for the last so many years, and all the dignitaries, faculties of this esteemed Shanti Bhavan School, proud families, and the graduating class of 2025. It is an honor to be here today to celebrate your incredible achievement. This is a day of joy and testament to your dedication, and a promise of a future filled with possibilities. I want to express my sincere gratitude to the management of Shanti Bhavan for inviting her to share this special moment with you all. Congratulations to all the graduates. You will be very, very proud of yourselves for reaching this goal. Maybe from the child you might have dreamed this, right? Well done. We know you must all excited to get your hands on your certificates and to run out in the world for a new future. This graduation is not just a milestone, but also a stepping stone to a journey of continuous learning and growth. Remember the lessons you have learned not just from textbooks, but also from your experiences and the people who have supported you. Embrace the challenges ahead, for they are opportunities to learn and grow. I remember a quote that says, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." May your dreams be bold, your intentions clear, and your actions aligned with your values. As you embark on this new chapter, remember to embrace the power of collaboration and seek out mentors who can guide you. You have the potential to make a real difference in the world. Students, you should know that your parents are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you and they believe in you. While you are honored with certificates, please look at them. You can see them smiling, maybe snapping photos also, so they can record this moment forever. All your family members may want you to be the best and to live up to your potential. Please use this opportunity provided by Shanti Bhavan to dedicate yourself to make the future of you even better. Do not have to follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Do the right thing, even if no one is watching or looking at you. Study hard. Remember that you are investing in yourself. With every test you take and every book you read. Moreover, don't be in too big hurry to grow up very faster. There are great things to do ahead. I will leave you with this final quote from a great author with whom I imagine you all are familiar, by the name of Seuss. He quotes, "You have brain in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You are on your own, and you know that. You know you are a person who will decide where to go." Congratulations again to graduating class 2025. Thank you for your attention. I wish all the very best on your future paths. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rao. I kindly request Mr. Rathanam, father of Arasu, from the class of 2025, to come up on stage and speak on behalf of the parents.
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். அந்த சாம்சங்கத்தில் ஒசூரில் ஒரு ஏழை குடும்பத்தில் பிறந்த ஒரு ஏழை. எங்கள் அப்பாவும் ஒரு ஏழை, எங்கள் தாத்தாவும் ஒரு ஏழையாக இருந்தார். நாங்கள் பண வசதி இல்லாமல் படிக்காத வம்சத்தில் வந்தவங்க. நாங்கள் எல்லாம் படிப்புன்ற அறிவில்லாத அந்த வம்சத்தில் வந்தவங்க. ஆனாலும் எங்கள் பையனுக்கு ஒருத்தர் மூலிமா வந்து இந்த சாந்தி பவனில் சேர்த்தனா என் பையன் இப்போ நல்லா படிக்கலாம். அதுக்கு படிப்புக்கு முன்னுதாரணமாக ஐயா டாக்டர் ஐயா விட்டு வணங்குறேன். அவர் வந்து எல்லாத்துக்கும் பிள்ளைகளோட அன்பாக இருந்து எல்லாம் எவ்வளோ மட்டுமா கொண்டு வந்தார். ஏன்னா நான் சிறு வயதில் நான் ரொம்ப படிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டேன். என்னை படிக்கிறதுக்கு அப்போ ஐயா மாதிரி ஒருத்தர் கிடைக்கலைங்க. அப்போ கிடைக்கல. நான் படிக்கணும்னு ஆசைப்பட்டேன். அப்படியே பிள்ளைகள் பெரிய ஸ்கூல் படிக்கலாம்னு பார்த்தா பண வசதி இல்லை. நானும் இருக்கிறது பரம்போக்கு நிலத்தில். பரம்போக்கு நிலம்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், வீட்டுக்கு பட்டா கூட இல்லை. பட்டா இல்லாத இடத்துல ஒரு கூரை வீட்டில் வச்சுக்கிறேன்னா எவ்வளோ பெரிய படிப்பு இங்கே படிக்க வைக்கணும். ஐயா வந்தார், நான் கேள்விப்பட்டோம் வந்து இந்த சாந்தி பவனில் சேர்த்தணும். சாந்தி பவனா ஹாஸ்டலில் சேர்த்துறீங்க, உங்கள் பிள்ளைய அனாத ஆசிரமத்தில் சேர்த்துறீங்க. வேணாம் நீங்கள் கஞ்சி குடிச்சாலும் உங்கள் வீட்டில் உங்கள் பசங்களை வச்சுக்கோங்க, சேர்த்தாதீங்க. அவங்க பார்க்க மாட்டாங்க, தலையிலேயே பேணி ஈரெல்லாம் இருக்கும், சேர்த்தாதீங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்க. ஆனால் இது சாந்தி பவன் ஹாஸ்டல் இல்லைங்க, இது ஃபேமிலி, குடும்பம். இது ஒரு குடும்பம். இந்த குடும்பத்தில் நானும் ஒரு உறுப்பினராக இருக்கிறேன். ஆனாலும் இந்த குடும்பத்தை வந்து ரொம்ப அன்பாகவும் நேசிக்கிறேன் நானும். ஆனால் ஐயா அவர்கள் வந்து இந்த குடும்பத்தை வந்து வழிநடத்துறதுக்கு ரொம்ப பாடுபடுறாரு. எல்லா பிள்ளைகளுக்கும் அன்பு செலுத்துறாங்க. நாங்கள் கூட அவங்களை பார்க்க முடியாது. ஒரு நேரம் சாப்பாடு இல்லாத கட்டி வேலைக்கு போயிடுவோம். ஆனால் என் பிள்ளை 3 டைம் நல்லா சாப்பிட்றாங்க. நான் வறுமையில் வாழ்ந்தாலும் என் பிள்ளையை நல்லா ஒரு உயர்வான நிலைக்கு கொண்டு வந்த ஜார்ஜியாவை நான் வணங்குறேன். அதே மாதிரி இந்த டீச்சர்ஸ் எல்லாரும் என்ன சொல்றது, அவங்க எல்லாரும் ஒரு படிக்கட்டு. ஒரு பிள்ளைகள் பயணம் பண்ணும்போது நான் மேஸ்திரி வேலை செய்யறேன். நான் சொல்றேன் என்னன்னா, பிள்ளைகள் உயர்ந்த நிலைக்கு போறதுக்கு இவர்கள் படிக்கட்டுகள். ஆனா ஐயா அவர்கள் வந்து அது எல்லாத்தையும் தாங்கக்கூடிய அஸ்திபாரம். அவர் தான் நான் வணங்குறேன். அவருக்கு அவர் அஸ்திபாரமாக இருந்து பிள்ளைகள் இந்த நிலைக்கு கொண்டு வந்திருக்காரு. நாங்கள் என்ன சொல்லுவோம், வாயெல்லாம் சொல்லுவோம். ஆனா அவருக்கு ஏதாவது செய்யணும்னு தோணும். செய்யுங்க. நாங்கள் ஏன்னா ஏழைங்க, என் பிள்ளைகளை இவ்வளோ கொண்டு வருவாருக்கு நாங்கள் நினச்சி கூட பார்க்கலைங்க. ஆனால் அவருக்கு ஒரு என்ன சொல்றது, அவரை பார்க்கும்போது அவருடைய கருணை, அன்னை தெரிசாவை கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கோம். அவர் கருணைங்க. படிப்பு சொல்லித்தரத்துல அவர் ஒரு காமராஜர்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேங்க. ஆனால் இருக்கும்போது நான் நினைப்பேன், வீட்டில் என்னத்தை செஞ்சோம் அவருக்கு. அவர் யார்? எங்களை தேடி வந்து எங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்து எங்கள் பிள்ளைகளை படிக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறாரு. ஏழை பிள்ளைகளும் உயர்வான நிலைக்கு போகணுன்ற அந்த மனசுதாங்க நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு வழிகாட்டியாக இருக்கணும். இன்னொன்று நான் என்ன சொல்லிட்டு வரேன்னா, நாம் சம்பாதிக்கிற சம்பாதனை நம்மளுக்கு மாத்திரம் இல்லைங்க, ஏழை பிள்ளைகளுக்கு கொஞ்சம் கொடுக்கணுன்றது அவர் காட்ட வழிகாட்டுதல் தான் நமக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுக்குது. நாம என்ன பண்ணோம்னா, நம்ம சம்பாதிக்கிற ஊருக்கு பார்த்தாலும் அது ஒரு 5 ரூபாவோ 10 ரூபாவோ ஏழை பிள்ளைகளுக்கு கொடுக்கணுன்றது வழிகாட்டி டாக்டர் ஐயா அவர்கள் தான். அவர்கள் நம்ம மனப்பாக நாங்கள் பேசணும், அதிகம் பேசணும்னு நினைக்கிறேங்க. ஆனால் பேச முடியாது. ஆனால் இருந்தாலும் எங்கள் பிள்ளைகள் மட்டும் இல்லைங்க, அன்புன்னா இங்கே வந்து கற்றுக்குறாங்க. எல்லா பிள்ளைகளோட அன்பாக இருக்கிறாரு. சின்ன பிள்ளைகளோட விளையாடுறாரு. நாங்கள் டைம் எங்கே ஒதுக்குறோம், பிள்ளைகளுக்கு டைம் ஒதுக்காம போய் செல்ஃபோன்ல அதில் இருக்கிற டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணுறோம். ஆனால் அவர் அவ்வளோ உயர் நிலையில் இருந்தாலும் சின்ன பிள்ளைகளோட வந்து விளையாடி அன்பு பாராட்டுறாங்க. நாங்கள் கூட அந்த பிள்ளைகளை பார்க்க மாட்டோங்க. இது ஹாஸ்டல் இல்லைங்க, குடும்பம். இந்த குடும்பத்துக்கு நான் ரொம்ப நன்றி கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். ஐயாவுக்கும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கேன், குடும்பத்துக்கும் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். இந்த சாந்தி பவனை இன்னும் ஏழை எளிய மக்களுக்கு நாம தான் நம்ம ஃபேமிலியாக இருக்கிற நாம போய் இன்னும் எடுத்து சொல்லுவோம், பிள்ளைகளை இங்கே சேர்த்து சொல்லுவோம். தாய் தகப்பன் இல்லாத பிள்ளைகள் கூட தாய் தகப்பனை கூட அரவணைக்கிற ஐயா அவர்களுக்கு திரும்ப மீண்டும் நான் நன்றி சொல்லுகிறேன். நன்றி சொல்லி அது நன்றி சொல்றதுக்கு என்ன சொல்றது வார்த்தையே இல்லைங்க. இது ஒரு ஃபேமிலிங்க, குடும்பம். இதில் நானும் ஒரு குடும்ப நபராக சேர்ந்ததுக்கு ரொம்ப பெருமைப்படுறேன். இதுக்கு மேலே சொல்றது ஒன்றும் இல்லைங்க. நன்றி.
Thank you, Mr. Ratnam. Now, Patrick Babington, a representative of this year's college graduating class, will say a few words on behalf of his peers.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, dedicated staff members of the Shanti Bhavan family, alumni, beloved parents, and Dr. George. I am Patrick Babington, and it is my honor to represent and speak on behalf of the Shanti Bhavan alumni. To our amazing 12th grade graduates, congratulations. Today, we celebrate you, your courage, and everything it took to get here. There is something that I want to say to you that is not easy to admit. Leaving Shanti Bhavan can be incredibly hard. When you walk out of those gates, we carry pride, yes, but also fear. We go from being a part of a family that pulls us up every single day to a world that often doesn't understand who we are or where we come from. And sometimes, that loneliness can be overwhelming. We fit in, we try to fit in, we push ourselves, we do the work, but we also feel the silences, the moments where we're far from anyone who truly knows us, when the weight of expectations, survival, and self-doubt threatens to pull us down. I have felt that. Many of us have. Because the truth is, once you leave this place, we don't just become adults, we become strangers in new environments. We lose the everyday magic of Shanti Bhavan, virtual discussions at morning assembly, the safety of routine, the sound of laughter that has always made us feel belonged. It's not just nostalgia, it's a quiet longing to stay tethered to your roots, your people, the place where you were first truly known. And yet, we endure. Because even in that loneliness, something pulls us forward. A memory, a lesson, a familiar voice, and most of all, a community that doesn't disappear. That is what we've been reminded this past weekend. We lean on each other, we support, and we encourage. And that is the alumni journey. We are out there in the world, on university campuses, in the workplace, building our own families, still fighting, still growing. But we are never truly alone, because we carry Shanti Bhavan inside us. We carry each other. Dr. George has carried me from the very beginning. He has impacted every life here in some way or the other. And to me, that impact came in the form of a father. As the son of a single mother in a divided and struggling community, he stepped in to fill so many roles in my life. Mentor, guide, and ultimately father. Over the years, he's taught me how to tie a tie, he's reviewed my resume for my first job application, and he has disciplined me like any good father would. But above all, he has given me the gift of a wonderful life. A life where I can dream and where you and I can make a difference in today's world. College is one of those dreams that my mother had for me and why she entrusted my upbringing to Shanti Bhavan. Today, I have the privilege of not only graduating from college myself, but also recognizing some of our fellow alumni who are moving forward this year from Christ University, Dartmouth College, Duke University, Brunel College, Middlebury College, St. Olaf College, and Stanford University. To the 12th grade graduates, when you leave here, some days will feel heavier than others. But I promise you, you are not alone in that journey. We, your brothers and sisters, and everyone else here have walked it before. We are still walking it. and we will walk it with you. Stay grounded, stay connected, and when it gets hard, reach out, because that's what family does. On behalf of all the college and working graduates, we love you, we're very proud of you, and we're here for you. Let's be bold enough to dream differently, and be brave enough to follow those dreams with purpose. The world is watching, but more importantly, the world is waiting. Congratulations and welcome to the next chapter of the beautiful Shanti Bhavan story. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Now, please welcome the Shanti Bhavan Choir on stage. They will be singing the song Impossible Dream, which captures the spirit of today's celebration. Our teaching artist, Mr. Bell, will accompany the choir on the piano. Based on academic performance and overall holistic development, with particular emphasis on leadership qualities, concern for others, confidence, interpersonal skills, and humility. I now invite Mr. Ajit George to the stage to say and announce the valedictorian.
After a thorough selection process, I am pleased to announce that Arsu Rathaman has been selected as a valedictorian of the class of 2025. Please join me in congratulating him. Well deserved, Arsu.
Good morning, Dr. George, Miss Mary, Ajit, Miss Danny, Miss Beena, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and distinguished guests. It is my great pleasure to warmly welcome each and every one of you to this memorable occasion. I am truly grateful for your presence here today as we come together to celebrate a significant milestone in the class of 2025's journey. I remember the very first night at Shanti Bhavan. It was the first night that I had slept on a bed instead of the floor. And yet, I couldn't stop crying because I missed my parents. Halfway through the night, my house mother came up to me and comforted me to sleep. The moment is forever etched in my heart. It reminds me of the many people on this campus, the teachers, the aunties, and the staff who have created this very special family. Dr. George, you've played the most significant role in shaping the person I am today. I still can't believe the vision and determination you had to create Shanti Bhavan. You took action while others only talked. You not only transformed my life, but the lives of all my classmates. We were denied the right to dream, silenced by a society that saw no future for us. More than just comfort, you've given us safety, opportunity, and dignity. The wisdom and values you've instilled in us, honesty, integrity, humility, and most importantly, compassion in action, will continue to guide us as we step into the world. Our class was notorious for our mischief. A whirlwind of chaos often left our teachers exasperated. One day, after a particularly wild episode, we were summoned to Dr. George's office. The atmosphere was tense. Dr. George was stern, his voice booming with frustration as he addressed our behavior. For most of the meeting, he reprimanded us with a seriousness that was scary. But then, something unexpected happened. At the end of the meeting, he handed us some goodies, a small gesture that instantly lifted our spirits. And then he said something that has stayed with me ever since. You guys are not bad children, you just make bad decisions. So every time you think about doing something, ask yourself, is it the right thing to do? I love you kids and you will always be my children. At that time, I didn't think many of us fully understood the weight of his words. Maybe because we were too distracted by the treats in our hands. But now, looking back, I realize how profound that message was. Every decision we make in life, no matter how big or small, can be guided by that one simple question. Is it the right thing to do? Miss Miriam, you have played the role of a mother throughout our lives here at Shanti Bhavan. Your unwavering support and belief in each one of us, from analyzing our grades with precision to placing gentle kisses on our foreheads, reflect a love that is truly unconditional. It is a debt we can never repay, but one we will always carry with deep respect and admiration. Thank you for everything, Ms. Miriam. We hope to make you proud. Ajit, you've been the brother who pushed us beyond the limits and opened doors to dreams we never thought possible. You taught us the value of independence and accountability, and in doing so, helped unlock the potential for excellence in so many of us. Thank you for being a constant source of motivation, and for sharing not only your drive, but your dad with us. Ms. Denny, you are an inspiration whom all of us deeply admire. You have consistently guided us in the right direction, always holding us accountable for the mistakes we made during our journey here at Shanti Bhavan. Your tough love has shaped us, encouraging us to always strive to do the right thing. Ms. Veena, you've dedicated your life, your heart, and your famously loud voice to this mission and to turning us into the young people we are today. G, we could never have asked for more love or firm reminders to sit straight, stay quiet, or stop running these corridors. We'll always cherish the countless memories, some hilarious, some heartwarming, and most involving you, yelling our names from across the house. To the teachers who stayed up late at night, grading papers, preparing lessons, answering our questions, and always making time for us. You didn't just teach us subjects. You taught us how to believe in ourselves, how to work hard, and how to keep going even when things got tough. The lessons you taught us about life, about learning, about character will stay with us forever. Aunties, you've all been our mothers since the first day you decided to take each one of us into your arms and treat us like your own. You took care of us when we were sick, cleaned up our messes, and stayed up the night to ensure we were safe from our nightmares. Thank you for everything, aunties. You are always loved and will forever hold a place in all of our hearts. To the many volunteers who come and go into our life like waves, bringing with them their culture, stories, and experiences that expand our world beyond the small bubble we live in. Thank you. Your presence, support, and inspiration mean more than words can express. To the facilities and cleaning staff who work tirelessly to enable us to function smoothly, thank you. To the kitchen staff who filled our bellies that never stop grumbling, all of us are immensely grateful for the hearty and timely meals you provide us with. To all our families, thank you for entrusting us to Shanti Bhavan and being patient as we learn and grow up here. I know that right now you feel a deep sense of pride and overwhelming gratitude for the decision you made 14 years ago. This moment is the first big step towards ending your struggle. I ask you now, just hold on a little longer, better days come. And finally, to my beloved classmates and partners in crime, we have become brothers and sisters, never giving up on each other, but happily giving up everything for each other. From pinching and pushing to be first in line, we've grown into people who lift each other up, cheer one another on, and pave the way for each other's success. I wouldn't trade these memories or any one of you for the world. Our futures are filled with unexpected obstacles and triumphs. Let's treat successes and failures the same, as they are both temporary and will teach you lessons in life. Do not get too comfortable with your accomplishments, but also never give up when you fail. And let's never forget, we have a duty to do well in this next chapter, to help those who have never had a chance to be here with us at Shanti Bhavan. Thank you once again, Dr. George, to everyone present here, to the SB family, and to all those who couldn't be with us in person, but continue to support us from afar. Your love and guidance are constant, and we feel them deeply. Congratulations once again to the class of 2025. I have no doubt that we will go on to make you all proud. Thank you.
Thank you, Arasu. I now request the school choir to come up on stage to sing the school song.
Thank you, choir. We will now proceed with the presentation of certificates to the graduating class of 2025. Our chief guest, Mr. Vivek Khemka, Vice President of Finance at Harman International, will present the certificates. The graduates are Ambika Shivkumar, Srinivasulu. Arasu Rapinam. Putri Gauresen. Elsa Miriam Tommy. Ishwari Shanmugam. Franklina Peter. Gokul Morgan. Jamana Ramesh. Jayanti Pangala. based on ISC examination scores. I invite Ms. Jasmita Dev, Senior Manager of HR at First Meridian Business Services, and Mr. Varesh Rao to present the award. Ms. Jasmita Dev, Senior Manager of HR at First Meridian Business Services, to present the award to the Science Topper, and Mr. Varesh Rao to present the award to the Business Topper. The award to the topper in the science stream goes to Mayapa Sugan Chandra. The award for the topper in business goes to Arasu Rafi. Now I request Mr. Naveen Shukla, board member of ExxonMobil, to present the award to the valedictorian. And our valedictorian for the class of 2025 is R.C. Lindsay.
Congratulations, Arasu and Mayapa. Now please welcome the founder and main benefactor of Shanti Bhavan, Dr. Abraham George, to the stage for his founder's address.
Respected Chief Guests, distinguished guests, parents of the children of Shanti Bhavan class of 2025, and the community of friends of Shanti Bhavan. Today is like no other day in the lives of the children of grade 12. With dawn, they have reached the peak of their mountain. They will have many more mountains to cross in their lives and are ready to continue their journey. First, I wish to address the graduating class. They lived in two worlds, adjusted to both, and have embraced the future offered by Shanti Bhavan. You have successfully met the requirements of the ISC board in flying colors, but more than anything else, I am proud of you for being the kind of children you are and the young adults I know you will become. I am grateful for the opportunity to bring you up with the help and support of all those who are present here and many others. The parents should be very proud of what their children have accomplished, and I hope to translate for them. This is a milestone in your family's history, the first graduate from high school. But this is only the beginning. They will go on to complete college, and some will strive for even higher degrees. Your children will transform the economic condition of your families, bring comfort to you and their siblings, and improve your social status. Over time, they'll transform your society. I have final words of advice for the graduating class. In the past, we have discussed the virtues you must pursue. Today, I leave you with just two crucial attributes you must always carry. First, be humble. Never be arrogant. Treat everyone with respect and be considerate of others' needs and hopes. Through your humility, you will build relationships which will carry you to greater heights. The second advice I have for you is on the kind of person you want to be. There is so much suffering in this world. Billions of people are in poverty, enduring hardship, deprivation, and pain. They are also victims of discrimination and other forms of social injustice. It is not enough that you are sympathetic to their predicament. It's not enough that you feel empathy towards them. It's not even enough your compassion towards them. None of these things bring any positive impact on those who are suffering. You need to act. I ask you to show your caring through compassion in action. That's what will bring joy to the lives of those who are left behind. I conclude my brief remarks with profound gratitude to those who come forward personally or through their organization to help Kanpur. Your assistance has made it possible to create this beautiful setting. Know that your assistance has made a profound impact on the children. With the second school now in progress, you are multiplying that impact. I humbly ask our supporters to continue their assistance. Once again, I congratulate the class of 2025 for your accomplishments. We send you to the outside world with great hopes and satisfaction. I hope you will live up to what Shantigaon expects of you. Thank you.
Now, the ceremony is concluded, and I would request everyone to stand up for the national anthem. And I, Nitin Madesh, will accompany all of you on the piano. you everybody. The guests will now be escorted for a tour around the campus. The students of the graduating class of 2025 and their parents will have a photo session with Dr. George, following with which the parents will meet the staff in the downstairs library. At 1 p.m., staff, guests, volunteers and the graduating class are invited to assemble at the Foundation House for lunch. Others may proceed to the dining hall for lunch. Thank you.
என்றால் உங்க பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு மட்டும் இல்ல உங்களுக்கும் தான். கண்டிப்பா.
Right?
Yes sir. Yes.
They are very smart children, very nice children, and they will do well in life.
உங்க பிள்ளைங்க எல்லாமே ரொம்ப புத்திசாலிங்க, ரொம்ப நல்ல பிள்ளைங்க. அவங்க வாழ்க்கையில வந்து ரொம்ப நல்லா வருவாங்க.
Now I'll keep my remarks short.
நான் சொல்ல வரதை ரொம்ப சுருக்கமா சொல்லிடுறேன்.
They'll do well if you let them do well.
அவங்க என்ன செய்யணும்னு நினைக்கிறாங்களோ அதை நல்லா செய்வாங்க. ஆனா அதுக்கு நீங்க வழி விடணும்.
Lot of parents don't let their children be in peace.
உங்க பிள்ளைங்க வந்துட்டு மன நிம்மதியோட இருக்கிறதுக்கு நீங்க ரொம்ப உதவியா இருக்கணும் அவங்களுக்கு.
When they come home on weekends or on holidays, come on.
வார இறுதியில விடுமுறையில வீட்டுக்கு வரும்பொழுது பணத்துக்காக பிள்ளைங்களை வந்து ரொம்ப அடிக்கிறது, திட்டுறது, அந்த மாதிரியான விஷயங்கள் இன்னமும் பல பேரோட வீட்டுல நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு.
They are asking them, when you make money, when are you going to make money? When you make money, you have to give me all the money.
படிப்பு முடிச்சுட்டு உங்க பிள்ளைங்க வேலைக்கு போனதுமே எப்ப நீ பணம் சம்பாதிக்க போற, பணம் சம்பாதிச்சு எங்க கிட்ட தான் எடுத்துட்டு வந்து கொடுக்கணும், அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய பெற்றோர்கள் வந்து பிள்ளைங்களை வந்து ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்றீங்க.
You can't do that.
தயவு செஞ்சு அந்த மாதிரி செய்யாது.
They are young people. They have to build their future, and you have to let them.
அவங்க ரொம்ப சின்ன பிள்ளைங்க, அவங்க கனவுகளை நிறைவேற்றுறதுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் வழி விடுங்க.
I've talked to
ஜார்ஜ் அவர்கள் உங்க பிள்ளைங்க எல்லார்கிட்டயும் பேசியிருக்காங்க. அவங்க என்ன சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா, உதவி தேவைப்படுறவங்களுக்கு நாங்க உதவி செய்யணும்னு நினைக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க.
I know you waited a long time. You have to wait for 3 years minimum before they get a job and start making money.
அவருக்கு நல்லா தெரியும் நீங்க ஏற்கனவே ரொம்ப வருடங்களா வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க உங்க பிள்ளைங்களுக்காக. ஆனா இன்னும் ஒரு 3 வருடங்கள் நீங்க கண்டிப்பா வெயிட் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா அவங்க கல்லூரி படிப்பை முடிக்கணும். ஆனா அவங்க பணம் சம்பாதிக்கும் பொழுது ஒரு விஷயம் நல்லா ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க, அது அவங்களோட பணம், உங்களோட பணம் கிடையாது.
You can't say, I gave birth to you, so you have to give me the money.
நீங்க தான் உங்க பிள்ளைங்களை பெத்தெடுத்தீங்க, அது இல்லைன்னு சொல்லல. ஆனா அதுக்காக அவங்க சம்பாதிக்கிற பணம் உங்களுக்கு சொந்தம் கிடையாது.
You can't do that. They have to save money for their future education. They have to do things for their jobs. They may need a motorbike. They may need a place to stay. They have to look after themselves. They need money for that. Maybe they have to study more. They need to save money. You can't ask them to keep on asking us when they are working.
அவங்க சம்பாதிக்கும் பொழுது அவங்க கிட்ட இருந்து பணத்தை வந்துட்டு அவங்களுக்கு ஆசைப்படுற வண்டி வாங்கணும், அந்த மாதிரியான எங்கேயாவது ஒரு இடத்துல போய் தங்கணும், அதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்குமே பணம் கண்டிப்பா தேவை. அதனால அவங்க சம்பாதிக்கிற பணத்தை அவங்க வாழ்க்கையை உயர்த்திக்கிறதுக்காக பயன்படுத்த உதவுது.
Give us 1 minute.
Demand them to give money as soon as they get the job.
அவங்க வேலைக்கு போய் சம்பாதிச்சதுமே அந்த பணத்தை வந்து எனக்கு தான் கொடுக்கணும், அந்த மாதிரி நிர்பந்தம்லாம் தயவு செஞ்சு பண்ணாதீங்க பசங்க.
They will decide. After they make money, they will decide how much they can give you, how much they need for themselves.
அவங்க சம்பாதிக்கும் பொழுது அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் அவங்களோட தேவைக்கு எவ்வளவு வேணும், உங்களுக்கு எவ்வளவு கொடுக்கணும்ன்றதெல்லாம் வந்து பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும்.
They all told me they want to improve your life, they want to improve the house, they want medical insurance for you, they want to provide for food, they want to provide your clothing, they want to do many things. But you can't ask them, they will make that decision.
உங்க பிள்ளைங்களோட ஆசையே நீங்க இருக்கிற இடத்தை இன்னும் நல்லபடியா மாத்தணும், வீடை புதுப்பிக்கணும், உங்களுக்கு துணிமணிகள் வாங்கி கொடுக்கணும், உங்களோட வாழ்வாதாரத்தை உயர்த்தணும் அப்படின்றது தான். உங்களோட மருத்துவ செலவுல இருந்து எல்லாமே அவங்க கண்டிப்பா செய்வாங்க. ஆனா நீங்க எதையுமே உங்க பிள்ளைங்க கிட்ட இருந்து ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணி அதை வந்து நீங்க செஞ்சிடணும் அப்படின்ற அந்த நிர்பந்தம் மட்டும் தயவு செஞ்சு பண்ணாதீங்க. உங்க பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு என்ன செய்யணும்.
They are not a money making machine.
அவங்க ஒன்றும் பணம் சம்பாதிக்கிற மிஷின் இயந்திரம் கிடையாது.
Right? Are they a machine to make money for you?
அவங்க உங்களுக்கு பணம் சம்பாதி கொடுக்குற
or you go back home and then you start asking them?
எல்லாருக்கும் டாக்டர் ஜார்ஜ் அவர்கள் என்ன சொல்ல வராருன்னு புரியுதுங்களா? இல்ல வீட்டுக்கு போய் மறுபடியும் உங்க பிள்ளைங்க கிட்ட நீங்க இதே மாதிரி தான் இருக்க போறீங்களா?
Some of them are very serious. Okay, very important, because we have children from the previous batches. I had a meeting yesterday, day before yesterday. They were crying. Said, my mother doesn't leave me 1 minute alone. She's asking for money, she's asking for this or that. She wouldn't leave. Father, same thing. And the father says, what did Shantiban do for you? We made you. We created you. You are my child. What did Shantiban do for you? That's what they say.
இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நிறைய பிள்ளைங்க இங்க இருந்து 12ஆம் வகுப்பு முடிச்சுட்டு வெளியே போயிருக்காங்க இல்லையா? அவங்களோட பெற்றோர்கள் எல்லாம் என்ன கேக்குறாங்கன்னா, நீ சம்பாதிக்கிறதை எங்க கிட்ட தானே கொடுக்கணும், நாங்க தானே உங்களை பெத்து வளர்த்தோம், சாந்திபான் உங்களுக்கு என்ன செஞ்சது அப்படின்னு நிறைய பிள்ளைங்க கிட்ட அவங்களோட தாய்மார்களும் அப்பாக்களும் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. நேற்று மீட்டிங்லயே அந்த பிள்ளைங்க வந்துட்டு டாக்டர் ஜார்ஜ் அவர்கள் கிட்ட சொன்ன ஒரு விஷயம்.
So many children told me.
நிறைய பிள்ளைங்க இத சொல்லி அழுதுட்டாங்க டாக்டர் ஜார்ஜ் அவர்கள்.
So please don't do that. Now, these children have to study very well. Some of them are trying to go to America. If their grade is good, they are taking an exam for going to America. If they get admission, they may get a chance to go. We don't know. They are studying for it.
இப்போ உங்க பிள்ளைங்க எடுத்திருக்கிற மதிப்பெண்ணை பொறுத்து நல்ல மதிப்பெண் இருந்ததுன்னா அவங்க அமெரிக்காவுக்கு போய் படிக்கிறதுக்கு கூட வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஆனா அதுக்கான இது வந்து அவங்க இப்ப ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுவாங்க.
Even America is becoming difficult. They don't want children from India.
இப்போ அமெரிக்காலே நிறைய நிபந்தனைகள் வந்துருச்சு இல்லைங்களா? இந்தியால இருந்து எந்த பிள்ளைங்களும் அங்க போக கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு.
They want to their colleges to give admission to American children, not Indian children.
அமெரிக்கால இருக்கிற பல்கலைக்கழகம் வந்துட்டு அவங்க நாட்டு பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு தான் முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்கறாங்களே தவிர இப்போ இந்த நாட்டுல இருந்து அந்த நாட்டுக்கு வர பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு முக்கியத்துவம் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க.
To study in America, every year it costs 80 to 90 lakhs. 80 to 90 lakhs, which America gives. Not you give, not I give. America gives for every child. 80 to 90 lakhs each year.
அமெரிக்கால ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு 80 ல இருந்து 90 லட்சம் வரைக்கும் செலவாகும் ஒரு கல்லூரியில படிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு மட்டும். அது நீங்களோ இல்ல டாக்டர் ஜார்ஜ் அவர்களோ கொடுக்க போறது இல்ல, அமெரிக்கால இருக்கிறவங்க தான் அதை செய்ய போறாங்க.
We help the children. We give some money to live daily and so on.
We spend lots of lakhs on each one of the child, especially any child going to America. Lakhs and lakhs we spend on them to prepare them for SAT, to get them plane ticket, clothes, all of these things. So much work. Our team member is asking these colleges to open up a door. I have to give that person salary. That's so many lakhs. We invest so many lakhs to each one of those children to go to America, even India. Shanti has to take care of things there. Nandini has to take care of things there. There are so many expenses and problems. Always some problem happens. Some medical emergency happens there. We pay for that.
ஒரு பிள்ளை வந்துட்டு இங்க இருந்து ஈஸியா அவ்வளவு சீக்கிரத்துல அங்க போய் படிக்க முடியாது. இங்க இருந்து போறதுக்கு இவங்க இங்க இருந்து அவங்களோட அடிப்படை தேவைகள், அவங்க இங்க இருந்து போறதுக்கான ஃளைட் செலவு, அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய அடிப்படை தேவைகள் எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு சாந்தி பவன்ல இருக்கிறவங்க கண்டிப்பா உங்க பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு பண்ணி கொடுக்குறாங்க. அங்க இருக்கிறவங்க ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கான படிப்பு செலவு மட்டும் தான் அவங்க பார்ப்பாங்களே தவிர மற்ற எல்லா செலவும் உங்க பிள்ளைங்களோட மற்ற அடிப்படை செலவு மொத்தமுமே சாந்தி பவன்ல இருக்கிறவங்க தான் பார்க்குறாங்க. இன்க்ளூடிங் மருத்துவ செலவுல இருந்து எல்லாமே. ஏதாவது ஒரு உடம்பு சரியில்லை, ஒரு எமர்ஜென்சி அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பா சாந்தி பவன்ல இருக்கிறவங்க அவங்களுக்கு உதவி செய்ய தயாரா இருக்காங்க.
What I said is college fees. America pays.
அவங்க சொன்னது வெறும் காலேஜ்ல படிக்கிறதுக்கான செலவு மட்டும் தான் அமெரிக்கா பார்த்துக்கும். மற்றபடி எல்லா செலவுமே உங்க பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு ஒரு பிள்ளைங்களுக்கும் லட்சக்கணக்கில் செலவாகுது.
Okay, but then those who don't go to America go to very good colleges, Christ University, Jyoti Nivas, St. Joseph's, very good colleges in Bangalore. They get admission there because their grades are good.
அமெரிக்காவுக்கு போகாத மற்ற பிள்ளைங்க எல்லாம் வந்துட்டு இங்க பெங்களூர்ல இருக்கிற சிறந்த பல்கலைக்கழகம், கிரைஸ்ட் பல்கலைக்கழகம், ஜோதி நிவாஸ் கல்லூரி, இந்த மாதிரியான நல்ல தரமான கல்லூரிகள்ல பல்கலைக்கழகத்துல தான் மற்ற இருக்கிற பிள்ளைங்களும் படிக்க போறாங்க.
Your children, all life for your children.
டாக்டர் ஜார்ஜ் அவர்கள் அவர்களுடைய வாழ்நாள்ல ஒரு பகுதியை வந்துட்டு உங்க பிள்ளைகளுக்காகவே கொடுத்திருக்காரு.
Do you understand what that is? What it means? all of us work day and night for your children's future and your future.
உங்களுக்கு புரியுதா அவர் என்ன சொல்ல வராரு? அவரோட வாழ்க்கையில அவரோட வாழ்நாள்ல ஒரு மொத்த பகுதியுமே வந்து உங்க பிள்ளைகளுக்காக மட்டுமே செலவு பண்ணியிருக்காரு.
There is no school in the world like Shanti Bhavan.
அவன் மாதிரி ஒரு பள்ளி கண்டுபிடிக்கவே முடியாது.
And did you have to give any money?
நீங்க ஏதாவது பணம் கொடுத்தீங்களா?
Did we ask you?
நிறுவனத்துல ஏதாவது உங்களை கேக்குறாங்களா?
இல்ல சார். Only if they break something with us.
அவங்க எந்த பொருளையாவது உடைச்சா மட்டும் தான் உங்ககிட்ட இருந்து பணம் வாங்குவோம்.
Okay.
There's so many things we haven't asked.
நிறைய விஷயம் பண்ணிருக்காங்க ஆனா நிறைய விஷயத்தை நாங்க உங்ககிட்ட கேட்டது இல்ல.
So what I want you to do when they are in college, I want you to encourage them. Encourage them. You know what encourage means? Okay. That is what I want you to do. You have to follow the rules of Shanti Bhavan. This Denny, Nandini, who is not here, meet with them and talk to them. Every day we know what they are doing. Every day.
இங்க இருக்கிற எல்லாருமே வந்து உங்க பிள்ளைங்க ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் என்ன பண்றாங்க என்ன செய்றாங்க எல்லா விஷயமுமே வந்து இவங்க கண்காணிச்சுட்டே இருப்பாங்க.
You may not worry about them.
பிள்ளைங்க நல்லா பாருங்க எதுவுமே ஆகலையா?
You say nothing happened. Aren't they smart kids? Good kids?
நல்ல பிள்ளைங்களா புத்திசாலிகளா இருக்காங்களா? ரொம்ப நல்ல
I have to go there, right?
மதிய உணவு வச்சு டைனிங் ஹால்ல ரெடியா இருக்கு. நீங்க சாப்பிடுங்க. ரகுராஜ் அவர்கள் ஃபவுண்டேஷன்ல கெஸ்ட் கூட உணவு.
You must listen to the rules that Shanti and Nandini tell you.
சாந்தி அவர்களும் நந்தினி அவர்களும் சொல்ற அந்த விதிமுறைகளை
I don't want you to argue with them. Whatever they tell, that's the rule, Shanti Bhavan.
அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்களோ அதுதான் சாந்தி பவன் பள்ளியோட விதிமுறை. அது தயவு செஞ்சு நீங்க வாக்குவாதமோ இல்ல அந்த மாதிரி எதுவுமே செய்யாது. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்களோ அதை தயவு செஞ்சு கடைபிடிக்கணும்.
One more rule. If your children don't study and their marks are low, you will have to pay some money. We won't pay. They have to study.
உங்க பிள்ளைங்க படிக்கிற இடத்துல மதிப்பெண் கம்மியா எடுத்தாங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பா நாங்க உங்களை தான் கேள்வி கேட்போம். நீங்க தான் அதுக்கான பதில் சொல்லணும். நீங்க தான் அதுக்கான பணம் கட்டணும்.
You don't have to worry if they study and get good marks.
Don't disturb them.
Don't
நல்லா
trouble them.
படிச்சு நல்ல மார்க் எடுத்தாங்கன்னா எந்த பிரச்சனையும் இல்லை. அவங்க படிக்காம மார்க் கம்மியாச்சுன்னா நீங்க தான் அந்த பணத்தை கட்டணும்.
Tell them to study.
தயவு செஞ்சு உங்க பிள்ளைங்களை படிக்க சொல்லுங்க.
What do you know?
உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும்? They are very strong with their kids.
Okay. All right. That's all I have to go. You all have to go. So namaskar. Thank you.
If you let them grow, they will be very successful. It's like a tree. You pull out a tree when it's very small, you destroy the tree. You let it grow very big, always the fruits will be growing. That is what their future is about.
உங்க பிள்ளைங்க ஒரு செடி மாதிரி தான். இப்போ வந்துட்டு அவங்க வளர வேண்டிய நேரம்